You guys want a cool secret? Right? Check this out. Alright. I mean, I've known about this for a while. But I'm never sure if it actually works. Where is it? If I go to my chat, right?
A dud.
You guys can still technically play sound alerts. You guys can still play these. I'm not gonna see highlighted messages or hydrates or any of that stuff, or like random fun fact. But you can scream dud at me.
A dud.
Yeah, you can scream dud at me the whole time.
A dud.
I just thought I'd let you know. It's pretty cool, right? I already have 53 other tabs. That sounds like a skill issue. What's one more tab? If you already have you already have almost half of 100. So therefore, what's one more? Am I wrong? You sound like a drug dealer. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I gotta have a couple more cigarettes before I start sounding like a drug dealer. Yeah, well, that's one more.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, there you go. You can play those all you want. Have fun. Oh, hang on. Let me turn on the moderator stuff here so I can like refund it. Boom. Get your points back. Just honestly, just moderators, make sure everyone has their points. I just want everyone to have infinite points. And then I'm gonna like crash the stock market at some point. What was I doing? What even happened yesterday, to be honest? All I remember is playing 3 games at once. One of the games which played themselves. Bork bork. Bork bork. Bork bork. Bork bork bork. Someone at my door. Reject. You crashed Luigi's Mansion. Got whiny about Ace Combat or some plane game. Oh yeah, that's right, War Thunder. And then hijacked your I hijacked your stream. When did I hijack your stream? I hijacked Pris's stream. Oh yeah, I also hijacked yours. That's right.
Emotional damage.
I get around. What can I say? Oh yeah, I should probably hang on. I gotta do something really quick. If you guys weren't there, go check out Final. Final's a cool guy. And then Pris was also there yesterday. I was bothering her all day yesterday. Go check her out too. Go check them both out. I appreciate them. I hate this song. There we go. How's Final Eat Food doing? I don't know. Hi. Yeah, I still have stuff going on. Look at all this candy we've acquired. I'm gonna leave the candy up. I'm leaving the candy up. You got ribs in the slow cooker? Nice, nice. Why do we always get the rock ducks super early?
A dud.
Dud. Oh, I'll say it one more time. You can actually still do the sound redeems and stuff. It's only the sound redeems in my Twitch chat, and they will still play if you want to play them. Which is great, because then I can at least bring back sound redeems. I know you have to have another browser open, and there's not much I can do about it, but hey, they're back at least. Kinda. You're on phone? Just play one on your phone. You're fine. Time for 2 apps open. Yeah, see? Easy. And then you can play like It's a Dud or the GTA Death Sound or Emotional Damage. I need to turn back on the shut up one. I'm not gonna make it do anything, it's just gonna play the sound bit of it saying shut up. I'm so unbelievably tired. How do I switch ducks again? How do I... Ah, it's E. Yes, quite. And we're never seeing Sagittarius ever again.
Oh, we were playing hockey. The favorite Canadian pastime. Hockey isn't even one of your two national sports, then why is it your national sport? Can't find your Twitch. That's okay, it's a ghost account anyway. Boom. Sorry, final. That's kind of a dumb joke. It's your national sport because that's all I ever hear come from Canada is hockey. Hurling in the winter and lacrosse in the summer. Isn't lacrosse just hockey without ice? Wait a minute, hold on. Lacrosse. Well, I mean, there's lacrosse, Wisconsin. Oh no, lacrosse is air hockey, that's right. Lacrosse is very dangerous. Well, yeah, you throw a giant ball at people at like hypersonic speeds, dude. The lacrosse players throw. This is great, perfect timing. The lacrosse players throw those balls so hard and fast that, like, I swear they could penetrate tank armor with them. Yeah, I swear that they could penetrate tank armor with those rubber balls. God, context is great. Final should feel right at home here, though. It's all snowy and stuff. I'm half tempted to just start reading a book on stream. We had some snow yesterday. So did we. Hey, Snow Brothers. I love snow. I'm actually happy. I'll take it. If you don't want your snow, I'll take it. Wait. They did it. I don't know if that's more rare than the... None have ever stayed. I wish mine did. Official duck puck. Oh, there's another goal over here. Oh, that's great. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, it's the propeller hat guy. The propeller hat duck made it and just started his own fire. He fucking did it. Sagittarius did it. Oh, hey, music dude. How's it going? Oh, that's the truck's moving again, isn't it? No? Oh, yeah, there it is.
Good.
I've exposed final. Let it be known. I don't know why I associate final with a lumberjack, but okay. How's it going, gang? Because Canadians like plaid. You're right. You're 100% right. That's how they're portrayed in all the media. They always wear flannel or plaid. You're right, you galaxy brain. That's facts. You spent points on 2 sound alerts. Woohoo! I heard them. I think I heard them at least. I don't remember. Look, I'm having a bit of a brain fart day, alright? I'm in that stage of fatigue where everything is really goofy. I don't know. Oh, I found a cool thing actually. So there's a guy I watch. His name's a habitual line crosser, and he's talking about the chaparral, I guess. So I'm gonna play this in the background. Cause this is dumb stuff I find interesting.
This is when jet aircraft really started to be on the battlefield a whole lot more often. So we realized that having machine guns wasn't going to bode as well for us, and we needed to start having things that were faster, which is missiles, because America, why the fuck not? So we came up with the MIM-46 Mauler. One of the radars would search, the other one would track the missile. Now these missiles, these interceptors back then, were what was referred to as... These missiles needed a continuous wave radar and fire control system. What that pretty much meant is during this time...
Sorry, so the MIM-46, I love the name MIM, was like this weird radar thingamajig, I think. Was it? No, it's an anti-aircraft system. Yeah, it carries a bunch of missiles and canisters. Let me whip this out so you can see it. Here, I'll try to fill in the blanks, okay? Where did the MIM go? I've lost a Mauler somewhere in my images again. Oh no, here we go again. Where are ya? Okay, class. So this is the Mauler, the MIM-46. It's a box. Look at that. Hold on. Look at this dude. Whoops, I grabbed something by accident. Look at this guy. Look at him just like hiding in this hatch. He looks like he doesn't want to be there. He looks like Soldier from TF2. Anyway, so this is the Mauler. Big old radar dish and stuff. It's like the first SAM system we kind of wanted. Anyway. When are they adding that to War Thunder? Good question. I'm surprised they haven't already, actually. I'm actually, unironically, I don't know. They kind of should, actually. Because, you know what they did? They skipped the Mauler and went straight to the chaparral. Oh, yeah, we're talking about the chaparral today. Or he is. So, the chaparral's an old SAM system. I think we still have some in reserve, but we just, like, replaced them all with, like, Patriots and stuff. Let me find a good picture of a chaparral. Yeah, this works. So we got with brain. Right. So the chaparral is a surface-to-air missile system, and it uses some goofy stuff, I suppose. All right. So here's what we're talking about today. We're talking about this thing. All right. It gets like 4 missiles. It's on the same chassis, I guess. And basically, some dude sits in this turret with all these missiles next to him and just stares at the sky all day. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but I guess we'll find out. That's what today's lesson's about, I guess. Brought to you, not by me, but by Habitual Line Crosser. Final cooking stream idea. Make a homemade sandwich. Yeah, I'm in for it.
And we weren't very good at making different types of missiles. Trackwall scan was still not there yet. Heat seeking was just kind of coming around the bend. But these missiles, one radar would search and then it would find the target. The other radar would paint the target. The missiles would go up and they would intercept the target. And at least that's the way it was supposed to work. Unfortunately, the MIM-46 Mauler, it was an ambitious design, but it ran into very big problems as it would get returns off of all kinds of things like trees, and it wouldn't actually make these engagements, and it turned out to be not very effective. And
all right, so let me break it down. All right, so let me pull up MS Paint. Hold on, we're getting the paint stream going. Hang on. You posted my song. I still can't believe you've done that. I'll have to go check it out. That's insane, to be honest. That's so wild. Can I make it a two-parter? Ah. More content. Yeah, yeah. Finals. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's super cool. I'm absolutely gonna check that out. I'm so fatigued right now. I can't actually tell. I've been streaming like what, back to back, wild shit. But I want to see. That is the real question, actually. Can I play that on stream? 100%. Is this Pikmin music? I have no idea. I'm playing Nintendo Head Empty. Alright, so we got a song by Music Dude. Let's check it out. We'll check it out together. Teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. I am going to leave the ducks up, though. Ducks are a comfort source. I'm also going to shut the fuck up because I'm going to talk a lot. Sorry. This is wild. This is wild. Perfect. Pinnacle technology. Pinnacle music design. I love it. I actually love it. I don't know what to say. I actually don't know what to say. I'm fucking dumb. This is great. It's just great. All right, look, it's just great. Okay, I love it. I love it. I love it. Ah, man. It's so wonderful, actually. It's a real privilege. Seriously. You say thank you. I mean, yeah. Shut up, Final. Oh, man. Oh, man. Seriously, Music Dude, thank you. Seriously. Big, huge mega thanks. That's actually awesome. Is it okay if I use that? Is it okay if I use that? Seriously. Perfect. Seriously, that's so good. Are you in the Discord? Nah, you're not. Okay, I was gonna say you should post that into the Discord, but I'll do it. It's okay. All right, let's get cooking. Yeah, no problem. Seriously, you're that's legendary to me that you do sauce the thing. How did I capture Emma's paint that one time while I was making a boat? I completely forgot. Oh yeah, that's right. I got text. Fish and mailed. I forgot that I could just like sublim like but no context. No context. Candy corn soda text. No. Okay, I got it. Right. So it's time for a dumb lesson for those of you that want it. Right. So we have this, right? So that's our radar system. And then I'm gonna grab this. Fuck. I did it wrong. That's okay. So we have this, right? This actually works perfectly because this is what this is supposed to do anyway. So you have your... Wait, I need a visible... So you have this, right? Oh, that's not visible at all. So you have this, right? That's not visible at all. You have this, right? Let's go art class. No, not art class. So you have this. This is your radar, and technically also this, kind of. So your radar, right, is doing all the looking for stuff and being like, wow, where is shit? I can't see. And then it finds something and goes, hey, that thing over there. There's the thing. And then it communicates to the missile saying to these guys, being like, hey, so someone track this. Someone track this. And then the missile goes, okay, I got you, fam. And then you fire the missile and it goes and shoots. Downside, this thing sucked because it would lock onto trees. So the radar would be like, holy fuck, it's an enemy! And then it'd be like, okay! And then it'd fire a missile and it'd hit a tree, basically. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I'm not actually trying hard to explain stuff either.
1965, they canceled the project. And they were like, well, we're just going to keep rocking with the M42 Duster, which I've done a video about previously, and the Quad 50. Now, right around this time, we still realized that we were behind the power curve. So we came up with something called FAD, Forward Area Air Defense Project. Now, I will tell you this, as an air defender, we still use FAD to this day. It is a real thing. Forward Area Air Defense is something that you project forward so that way you're protecting everything that is behind it. Because a lot of these systems need to engage from behind, like some other people that I know. You know, there's no way to make that joke not sexual in any way. So the FAD was born. It was the Forward Area Air Defense Project. Now we use FAD C2, which is Forward Area Air Defense Command and Control. There's a lot. FAD is still used to this day. So enter.
So it's not just a phase; it's a fad.
Chaparral, companion weapon to the Vulcan, seeks a flying target.
Wait, is this like a hold on? Is this a training film? If this is a training film, I can actually show this. Oh my God! I found a historic film. All right. Hang on. It's over now. We're gonna watch this together. All right, chat. Yeah. Oh yeah, here's I guess stuff that you can do. Whatever. Oh, good old 480p. Hold on, try to make art in 1 minute. Yeah, okay, hang on. I'll do that first. We'll do that first. Before we get to the training film. Alright, here's my 1 minute speed paint, alright? 1 minute speed paint, let's go. So we're gonna hold on, let me think of an idea. Alright, cool, so I got it. So we gotta start with this, and we're gonna have the wheel, right? The wheel, and then this is gonna be like this, right? That's not what I actually wanted. We're gonna stay on topic with tanks or something though first. And because this is actually like a 3D object, I've already fucked the design idea because this is not how this shit works. Anyway, so you have the track going along the top here, and then it goes to the bottom, and then you have this, and there's a lot of tension in the track, right? So, these are all wheels, okay? And then you got this really bad divot right here. That's for the driver and commander that I totally meant to do. And then you have the turret, right? So we're gonna do a really bad idea, which is make this cone shape, right? Shout out to my German Leopard boys. And that cone shape is really bad because stuff will come in and hit this panel and ricochet down into the body and explode and kill you. It's great. So I've also made this just part of the gun in general too. We're gonna have a bore evacuator right here because that's important, I guess. I don't remember what it's for gases, so you don't like inhale a bunch of toxic gas. But Germany figured out how to make the triangle shape work, so we let them do it. All right, and then we make this commander's hatch. Now the reason why it's so far forward is so we can put a big freaking turret on the top as well. So we're gonna have like an anti-aircraft turret, and it's gonna be on like a swivel system, and it'll be really cool. And then we have the system it's attached to, which is like a box. So it goes doo 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 doo. It can shoot up. It can shoot at people. It can shoot at everything. It's great. All right, that's my 1 minute speed paint. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh? I want to burn my eye. Isn't it beautiful? Right, back to training film. I've already fucked it, by the way. Why are we just watching volcano footage? What is this? Okay. Okay. Wait, hang on.
Vulcan has taken on a new meaning as the name of a destructive rapid-fire air defense weapon.
We're learning, kids. We're learning.
The Roadrunner is a lethal bird that
Beep,
darts
beep.
across the landscape at a speedy 15 miles an hour. He's also known by another name, Chaparral.
The Roadrunner's called Chaparral? Really?
Has lent his name to a missile system, the lethal, highly mobile Chaparral.
I'm sorry, they call it the Chaparral the Roadrunners. Are you serious? The Chaparral is not one of the fastest. Not a very. I mean, it's for the time, I guess.
New pair for battlefield air defense.
Presented by Project Manager. Oh, okay. Okay, so here's something cool. Oh, fuck. Ducks. So those planes, right? Those planes. Hold on, let's go back. So these are Red 4. In the I believe in the forest they're forest in the Air Force they're Op 4 basically. They're opposing force, and basically their job was to mimic the fighting patterns of the Soviets or whatever enemy they were preparing against. So their whole thing is to become a better pilot than their enemy. A better pilot than their enemy in the same flying style. And then they have people fight these guys to train them. But they also know traditional flight styles that their own military teaches because that's what they were trained on. So these guys usually kick ass.
Low altitude enemy aircraft. Bombing. Strafing. And destroying. Just a few years ago, our frontline forces were highly vulnerable to air attack from very low altitude. The only defensive weapon in the arsenal was the conventional machine gun. Under development were two new weapons, Red Eye and Mauler. But they weren't due to be...
Red Eye succeeded. It turned into the Stinger missile.
To fill this gap, the Chaparral Vulcan project was launched in 1965. Within a year,
Look at the dude in the turret! Look at the dude!
original project guidelines. Those guidelines called for the development of interim weapons until Mauler became available. It was to be a quick
Whee!
using off-the-shelf hardware, such as an M113 as the vehicle. The weapons were to be highly mobile, capable of defending against low-altitude air attacks, and designed for use in the European theater. Late 1967. The first production model of Vulcan was already undergoing its acceptance tests at Aberdeen Proving Ground. By this time, many things had changed. Mauler had been canceled, giving new importance to Chaparral Vulcan. The interim designation had been dropped, with the weapons now being marked to become a regular part of the inventory. That meant they would have to be able to withstand the environmental conditions anywhere in the world, instead of just in Europe. And it meant the need for building in reliability and maintainability. One thing, though, hadn't changed.
What is this transition fade?
For getting the job done in the shortest possible time.
What am I watching? I feel like I'm watching 3 videos at once.
Here, the development team was simultaneously conducting some of the engineering tests and service tests on a production model. The Vulcan, fully loaded, weighs about 26,000 pounds. These approximate overall dimensions give an idea of the size.
Inches, freedom measurements. Oh yeah.
For mobility, Vulcan is mounted on a full-tracked vehicle, designated the XM741, that can take most any kind of cross-country terrain.
It's...
The aluminum body is
You don't have to lie to anyone. It's literally just
protection for the crew.
the M113
Under the armor,
chassis,
the diesel
but
engine
okay.
with automatic transmission that'll move Vulcan
What a
along
hot air
at
balloon.
up to 40 miles an hour, with a cruising range of 300 miles. The vehicle has a swimming capability with a speed in the water of 3 miles an hour.
The guy sitting on top just vibing. Oh, that's great. Dude, damn thing looks like it's still gonna sink, dude. That does not look like it's floating. It looks like it's like treading water. Haha, treading water. It's a tank. Get it? But I want to die. Okay.
Elevation coverage is -5 to +80 degrees. The gunner's station has been designed to keep his control tasks to a minimum.
Look, he's got a little controller.
His fire control is based on a newly improved lead computing site using data from a range-only radar. The ammo feed system is linkless and stores 1,000 usable rounds. It can be quickly reloaded at any time in the cycle.
That's a lot of belts.
800 rounds.
Or, yeah, whatever.
The high-explosive XM-246 projectiles have a self-destruct feature to prevent live shells from landing on friendly troops.
Basically, they explode in midair.
Also available is the M56 for use against ground targets. It can also
I love that they're like, yeah, we here's an AP round to kill ground stuff. You want to kill stuff on the ground? Here you go.
Part of the system, the gun itself, was adapted from an existing aircraft-mounted weapon. It's an electrically driven 20mm cannon with 6 rotating barrels on the Gatling gun principle.
The ice block fell.
To meet the special needs of airborne and air mobile units, there's
Wait, there's a duck in it.
Vulcan, designed to be towed by any of a number of vehicles. In this stripped-down version, only 2 important concessions have been made. There's less protection for the gunner and less ammunition. 300 rounds on a linked belt. The other half of the twosome, Chaparral, is a powerful, effective weapons system based around a combat-proven missile. It travels on a modification of the M548 cargo carrier, redesignated the XM730. Like the Vulcan, it'll hit speeds up to 40 and cruise for 300 miles before refueling.
Wait, I love that they're all just like hanging out in the front. Yeah, oh my god, it's real. They actually do just all vibe in the front. Look at it. They all just, it's like 5 dudes just hanging out in the front. It's just 5 dudes hanging out in the front of this thing.
Miles before refueling.
They're just vibing.
Chaparral's swim kit can be installed in half an hour.
Oh man.
Like the Vulcan, it too is capable of swimming inland bodies of water. Configured for traveling, the dimensions are like this. Height, 108 1/4 inches. Length, 230 inches. Width, 106 inches. In preparation for firing, the mount raises 2 feet. Gross weight is about 28,000 pounds. Turret slew in azimuth is unlimited. In elevation, the launch rails travel from -15 degrees to...
Why do you need to aim so far down for a SAM? Why not?
The Chaparral missile, adapted from the Navy's Sidewinder 1C, is just under 10 feet long and weighs slightly less than 200 pounds. 4 missiles are carried on the launch rails while traveling.
In case the plane starts to burrow forehead. Oh, you're right. You're right.
The entire weapon, like the Vulcan, can be transported by cargo aircraft.
That's not a cargo aircraft.
Engaging a target is simple and quick. The gunner requires the target visually and slews to put his gun sight on it. He gets an audio signal that tells him when the missile has acquired. The missile is guided by an infrared seeker that tracks on a heat source. To improve the eyesight of Vulcan and Chaparral gunners when they're looking for targets, this mobile radar station...
Yeah, there you go.
...them in the field. what's called the Forward Area Alerting Radar.
Far. Far. Really?
And it was developed especially for use in low-level air defense. This unit, too, is air transportable. Emplaced, it can be detached to free the Gamma Goat for other jobs. FAR is a pulse Doppler radar system incorporating a Mark 12 IFM. Target data, keyed to a grid of the battle area, is radioed to nearby Vulcan and Chaparral fire units over a digital data link. This system provides the fire units with advance warning on approaching enemy aircraft before they come into eyeball range, and can be operated remotely up to 150 feet away. Wherever Vulcan, Chaparral, and FAR may go, their support equipment can always be close at hand.
Wherever they may go.
Each travels as a complete unit in a helihunt.
A what?
One for Vulcan, one for FAR, and two for Chaparral. Repair and maintenance procedures have been kept as simple as possible, and all the weapon and radar systems have been designed for quick replacement of subunits or full components to reduce downtime. Many parts are interchangeable too with like units from other weapon systems. How do Vulcan and Chaparral fill their roles in the field? Here's an imaginary battle situation that provides the answer.
Thanks.
The 7th Mechanized Infantry Division is to move up, beginning on October 10th, to occupy positions in this area. The division's Air Defense Battalion has 2 batteries of self-propelled Vulcan, with 12 fire units per battery, and the same for Chaparral.
That's a lot of
24
weapons.
units of each weapon. The battalion has a platoon of 12 fire units, which alert Vulcan and Chaparral of incoming enemy targets. Vulcan is a point defense weapon. Some of the units will take up positions to protect the division's value targets, while others maneuver with the forward mechanized elements. To protect the low-altitude routes of approach to the value targets and the rear areas, Chaparral
So the city is at value. That bridge is.
will take up positions along these routes. On the morning of the 10th, the advance units start their move.
Look at him go. Wait, those were Bofors guns in the back of that truck, though. You mean to tell me they're still rocking it?
The Vulcans
I mean, hell, get 'em.
move out to join them. In each is the 4-man crew. Driver, gunner, assistant gunner, and crew chief. The weapon is ready and can be fired at any moment without even stopping the vehicle.
Look how far it leans back when it shoots. It's like,
Targets. Vulcan fires at the rate of 1,000 rounds a minute. Meanwhile, readying the Chaparrals, each crew strips off the cargo cover that camouflages the missiles and shelters them from the weather. The Chaparrals move up in a
it is just 5 dudes sitting in the front of it.
engage targets with
That's so, that's so dumb. I love it. I love it.
take up their assigned positions and prepare for air action. The driver locks out the vehicle's suspension to provide a more stable firing platform. As each Chaparral arrives at its designated position, the crew prepares it for action. set blast shields that will protect the vehicle during launch. The observers deploy to spots where they have an unobstructed view of potential targets. The section chief acts as an observer and maintains command of the unit.
Man, that's so cool. I love seeing how that stuff works.
Command radios by remote control. The fifth crew member, the gunner, is ready.
Woo!
Elsewhere, Far is keeping
That's gotta be kind of fun. Come on.
Around noon, it picks up some targets. No IFF. They're classified hostile. This information is relayed to the fire units by means of the Rapid Alerting Identification Display Unit, RAID. Vulcan engages the approaching targets, pouring out rounds at the rate of 3,000 a minute.
No. Did they have a dude stand on that? They had a dude stand on it and be like, all right, do the shots, really cool. And they're like, well, we can't do it at full speed because you'll just fall off. Yeah, there's a dude's just standing on it or sitting on it. That's wild. Look at the slow motion. Frame by frame. Boop. Ah, yes. Your tail is missing now. If anything, that's more of a oh, there we go. I was about to say, if anything, that's more of a testament to the durability of the F9.
Proximity fuse and a continuous rod warhead.
Sploosh. For the YouTube overlords, those are drones. Those are unmanned. Nobody's flying them. Neat. Are we just gonna have a day where we just watch a bunch of these videos? I'm okay with that, honestly. I'm okay with this.
In keeping with a Vulcan unit can move at any time, even while still
Look at the accuracy on that.
in company with
Or lack thereof. They're just like, we need bullets in that general direction. You got it, boss. God, look at all of that. Oh. Excuse me. Sorry. You know what this makes me want to do? It makes me want to play regiments.
a Chaparral crew can reload the 4 launch rails in only 5 minutes.
Four minutes? Or 5 minutes?
It can be on the move whenever necessary, within 60 seconds.
About a minute per missile-ish. You don't technically have to reload all of them once. You can just do the one. So that's a minute per missile.
History of warfare has
Oh, look at them all together. I love that the 5 dudes just sit in the front.
and weapons
Just all together like one big happy family.
ways to mount an attack and new tactics and equipment to counter.
Oh, that zoom out. That zoom out's not very gradual. You do it. You got this, man.
A powerful twosome for air defense.
Twosome.
The rapid-firing Vulcan and the lethal Chaparral.
So if I recall correctly, the Chaparral kind of sucked anyway. Alright, let's see what else I got. Periscope Films has exactly 666,000 subscribers. What else do they have? They have a lot of stuff. Jeez. Here we go. They're super organized. They got like everything into different films about like basically like Operation Overlord, D-Day. The D-Day landings have like their own like thing. Cool. All right, I got something. Ugh. Oh my god. I love him. He's cute. This isn't like a trading film or anything. This is just like mishaps for this is this is carrier landing mishaps for training. It's training. Training. He lit the sauna. Oh shoot, there is audio.
Of accomplishment, and this feeling persists even after several hundred landings. Obviously, carrier operations do impose various different responses and requirements than land-based operations. But these conditions also offer certain advantages. The ship is moving away from the pilot as he approaches, and his closure rate on the ship is some 30 knots less than ashore. So he has more time to make corrections in his approach. His glide slope is shallower. There is seldom a crosswind. When he touches down, he is not concerned with stopping his aircraft. The arresting gear does the job. And if problems develop, the crash crew is standing by. As his experience increases, the pilot begins to feel that trapping aboard a carrier is preferable in many ways to landing ashore. Still, even with this confidence, backed by growing experience and accumulated skill, accidents do happen. The result is a tremendous waste of human life and material resources. More than half of all Navy aircraft accidents occur during shipboard operations.
Yeah.
In many cases, the fault lies with the pilot. These accidents can be prevented by naval aviators who understand what causes mishaps and the actions required to avoid them. All accidents, except those involving materiel failure,
I think that's a nighttime landing because that's like all green tinted.
In this
And
film,
that's a lot like
we've
what a lot of
included
early night
actions
vision
deployed
devices
on
kind of look
carrier
like.
flat systems. The film quality is not outstanding, but the action illustrates the necessity for constant alertness on the part of a naval aviator. In all
And night
phases of
aircraft carrier
operation.
landings are, especially back then, are super
First,
fucking
let's see
scary.
what can happen at the catapult. Make sure you use the catapult grip and friction lock. The friction lock holds the throttle at full power, so your throttle hand is free to retract the landing gear after you're airborne. Some pilots fail to maintain the proper attitude off the bow. Consequently, they settle below flight deck level, sometimes into the water. In the case of an early braking holdback or bridle or launch bar failure, cut power to idle and try to stop the aircraft with brakes. If you can't stop, eject. Get out before going over the edge, while the plane is in the best attitude for ejection. On a soft cat shot, if your end speed is below minimum for your weight and configuration, eject while you can still hold the nose up. Realize that in these days of highly reliable catapults, most soft shots are pilot caused by accepting an improper weight on the weight board. Know your minimum airspeed and set your bug. Sometimes you may be able to jettison your external load to reduce weight and drag to maintain flight. If you're out of the envelope of your seat, jettison the canopy so it won't be damaged and fail to open underwater.
Hey!
Blowing a tire on the catapult is generally no problem on launch. Have the landing gear inspected by another aircraft or the tower. In extremes, for example, no rubber left on the wheel, you may have to make a barricade arrestment. If your engine should fail during launch, eject immediately. Again, attitude and rate of descent are the governing factors in the decision to eject or
Oh, that was bad.
There is always a possibility that the aircraft control systems can malfunction during a cat shot. If this happens, try to regain control, but realize you have very little altitude and airspeed to work with. Rudder, aileron, or nose trim may be your only means of control. Ejection may be the more prudent decision. The arresting gear, like all mechanical devices, has also been known to fail. If the arresting cable breaks or the arresting engine fails during rollout, you may be faced with an ejection situation. If this happens to you, you'll notice that you're essentially taxiing at a high speed toward the end of the angle. Before reaching the end of the flight deck, eject. Generally, if you feel any deceleration, the gear has already slowed you below flying speed. Accidents can also occur in taxiing. On the deck, close teamwork is vital between the pilot and the director. The pilot must react immediately to the director's signals. If you're not responsive to the director, if you taxi too fast, if you're using too much power, if you miss a turn, the result can be a crunch or an aircraft over the side. You can get similar results from aircraft mechanical failures. You might lose your brakes coming out of the arresting gear. The space on a ship is limited. It doesn't leave much room for maneuvering, even with brakes. So, drop your hook. Use your emergency brake if you have one, or use nose wheel steering to deck loop. Signal for
Deck
chocks
loop.
under your wheels. Report on UHF.
524 in the gear. I lost my brakes.
Get some chocks under that aircraft in the gear.
If you can't get it stopped, eject while you're in the envelope of the seat.
I'm sorry. I know this is really serious, but I love that all of these have just ended up with. Well, it didn't work. Eject. I'm sorry. This thing's wrong. Eject. I'm sorry. You don't have brakes.
However,
Eject.
the impact of landing may render the brakes ineffective. So, before you come out of the gear and come on with too much power,
Eject.
Make sure your brakes are functioning.
Someone needs. I'm gonna grab this video and like edit the shit out of it and just make it so like everything is eject.
If you lose your brakes at night, turn on lights and drop your hook. Always make a transmission.
524 in the gear. I've lost my brakes.
Sometimes a pilot coming out of the gear will taxi too fast. and his
You're
tire
somehow
will
upside down and flying
stop
backwards
on.
through a tunnel. Eject.
And
Yeah,
if
yeah,
he
exactly.
His brakes might lock. Or he hits oil on the deck and parks his bird in the catwalk. Or
Eject.
uses another aircraft for an expensive jock. There are fixed procedures for operating on the flight deck, but sometimes situations may arise that require just plain common sense. For
Eject.
example, don't let the deck crew remove the tie downs if you anticipate getting a severe blast from planes taxiing ahead of you, especially if they're larger planes. Aircraft have been blasted over the side. However, if the situation
Oh
arises
my
where
God.
it is obvious that your plane is going over the side, eject while you are still in the envelope.
They're eject.
Think about situations where you're required to make an ejection decision. Stick with your decision. Go. Another situation which can face you while taxiing occurs when the ship is turning, particularly
We do a little
prior to
ejecting.
launch. As the ship turns into the wind, use brakes and power to hold the aircraft in position. Strangely enough, most accidents occur when the pilot has the most control, during approach and landing.
You trying to say something about the pilots?
During your approach to a carrier landing, there are 3 variables: meatball, lineup, and airspeed. On the
Meatball.
downwind leg, trim your aircraft for optimum angle of attack prior to reaching the abeam position. The standard turn for your type of aircraft will bring you into position for the final approach. If your turn is too tight, you will have an angling approach. If your turn is too shallow, you will have an overshooting approach. You should complete your turn on speed, lined up. and at
if
the
you
proper
have
altitude
if
to
you have
intercept
anything
the
aside from
meatball.
the standard approach, eject.
Extending aft from the port side of the ship, the glide slope beam is computer stabilized to correct for pitch and roll of the ship. The start is when you roll your wings level on the glide slope. The first 1/3 of the approach is referred to as the middle. The second 1/3 is in the groove. In close is 5 to 10 seconds out. Anything closer is at the ramp. Now let's see and discuss some glide slope corrections. If your approach is high, reduce power to increase rate of descent. As the meatball approaches the center, add sufficient power to reduce rate
Studio,
of
but every time they say
descent
eject,
to
it gets faster and an additional
Large
wacky
power
effect is
reductions
added. Yeah,
require
yeah.
Corresponding large power additions to halt aircraft momentum. So a 3rd intermediate power setting is usually required to maintain optimum glide slope. A high and fast condition must be corrected early in the approach. A large power reduction is necessary. Increase the attitude of the aircraft to decrease airspeed to optimum angle of attack. It is necessary to correct the airspeed first to achieve proper hook-to-eye value, so the pilot is obtaining accurate glide slope information. Maintain optimum angle of attack and proceed as in correcting a high. The possible consequences of the very large power reduction necessary to correct for this condition are decelerating to a slow or developing a
So,
large rate of
the only intelligible word is eject. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in a settle
Exactly.
below the glide slope. Accidents can occur when an aviator fails to correct for the high or high and fast early in the approach.
In this case,
Either remains
eject.
high all the way with a greater sink rate at touchdown and a possible bolter, or he settles below the glide slope in close to at the ramp and winds up in a ramp strike. If your approach is low, add power to decrease the rate of descent. As you approach optimum glide slope, reduce power to prevent the aircraft from climbing through the glide slope. Then follow through with an intermediate power correction to maintain the centered ball. In a low and slow condition, your primary concern is to fly the aircraft back to optimum glide slope.
Just a gif of someone doing AOA. Yeah, yeah.
Addition. When a positive rate of climb is achieved, the attitude of the aircraft is lowered to obtain optimum angle of attack. Approaching optimum glide slope, a rather large power reduction is necessary to prevent the aircraft from climbing through the glide slope or accelerating. An intermediate power addition is required to stabilize the aircraft on the glide slope and prevent another settle. The most obvious accident that can occur when settling below the glide slope
We got the camo duck back.
is a liquid landing. If the pilot doesn't get as low as the water, he might still hit the ramp. More subtle problems arise on the secondary correction off the low. The pilot gets up to optimum glide slope, but fails to maintain it and settles to a low again. More often, the pilot climbs through the glide slope, flies over the top, and bolters. Corrections in close are very...
He might still eject. Eject.
Primary complication is that as the aircraft gets closer to the deck, the space within the glide slope beam for making corrections gets smaller and smaller. The pilot is faced with getting over the ramp and not passing through the glide slope to a bolter. A related problem is the settle.
Oh, hey,
in
music
the
dude's
middle.
here now. His
This
duck's here.
situation is especially common at night when depth perception is almost non-existent. This lack of depth perception can cause a mild case of vertigo, a feeling that the aircraft is too high. If the pilot looks only at the deck, the optimum glide slope appears to be too high at night. So he must believe in the meatball and fight his urge to make the deck look right. The situation is extremely critical in approaches where the pilot breaks out at or close to minimums. When he breaks out, it's only natural for him to want to look at the deck. If he doesn't concentrate on the meatball, he will pull power off thinking he is high. At minimums, there is very little time for corrections. Pilots who get aboard regularly on the first pass at night are firm believers in the reliability of the meatball.
The
An
meatball.
obvious concern in a carrier approach is line
AWACS is talking about meatball sandwiches. Yeah, literally.
early in the approach. Late lineup corrections can cause glide slope problems. Remember, the ship is moving, so your point of reference is constantly moving to your right. This point of reference is the intersection formed by the straight deck and the angled deck. For normal winds down the angled deck, pointing your nose toward this intersection will provide you with sufficient crab to keep lined up. Remember that a lineup correction reduces lift because of the bank angle and the increased drag caused by control deflection. Therefore, lineup corrections require additional power to prevent a settle below the glide slope or a decel. This should be followed by a reduction in power as wings are leveled to maintain the glide slope. One problem with late lineup is that the pilot usually does not observe meatball movement while looking at his lineup cues. That can be serious.
Meatball.
Remember that a late lineup attempt may not guarantee proper lineup at touchdown.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bump you. Your AWACS is eating a sandwich on the job. Eject. Yeah.
Airspeed control is primarily a function of aircraft attitude. There are many basic reasons why the aircraft must be on speed. These include the structural limits of the aircraft and the strength of the arresting gear. An aircraft that is
Final is
fast
streaming.
may exceed
Eject.
either or both of these limits.
Oh! He literally went the nom nom route for the camera. That plane literally came in and just ate the camera. Look at that. Oh! It just eats it. Hungry. See, aircraft are just always hungry. That's why they're always talking about food.
Maintain adequate airspeed for acceptable control. If it gets too slow, control is degraded past the point of safety. An extreme example is the stall, where the aircraft stops flying.
It literally gives up.
Finally, proper hook-to-ramp clearance is predicated on the hook-to-eye value for an on-speed aircraft. If the airspeed is too fast, the aircraft has a flatter attitude than optimum, and the tail hook is actually higher than the meatball would lead the pilot to believe. On the other hand, in a slow or cocked-up attitude, the tail
Cocked
hook
up
is lower.
attitude. I know that's kind of what it literally is, but
Some accidents.
the phrasing, man.
Let's look at a few results of improper procedures.
I like that they play the really dramatic music for this. Plane is glitching to reality. Eject. I mean, I would too. See, but notice how many of these are at night, though, too.
To help prevent such accidents, today's carriers have many aids to bring you safely home. But the LSO is still a vital factor in your success. He brings to the operation human judgment based on extensive experience. From his position, he can see more clearly than the pilot when problems begin to develop in the approach. The LSO is in constant radio communication.
To help prevent such
With his
accidents,
fiddle switch,
eject.
he controls the wave off and cut lights. He has a hook to ramp indicator to keep him apprised of deck and glide slope conditions. He has a true airspeed readout on aircraft in the groove. There is a basic angle repeater that gives the glide slope angle. The roll angle indicator for proper hook to ramp clearance. Source, datum light, wave off, and cut light brightness indicators and controls, and many others to assist both the pilot and the LSO. If a pilot is not set up safely on the glide slope, on speed, and lined up by the time he is in close, it is the LSO's responsibility to give him a wave off.
Wave off.
Any wave off is mandatory to prevent a possible accident. If this happens to you, go to full power and maintain optimum angle of attack. If you're slow, hold that angle of attack. Level your wings and climb straight ahead. The landing gear is not raised until you're sure you're past the deck. In-flight engagement, or engaging the wire while the aircraft is in a climb, should never occur.
The little
But it has.
snoot came off.
In extreme situations, an LSO may wave off an aircraft at the ramp to ensure that the aircraft will clear the ramp. In this situation, an over-rotation on wave off could mean an in-flight engagement, usually with disastrous results. If you maintain optimum angle of attack,
The
you
snoot
won't
has
be
drooped.
involved
It
in
has.
in-flight engagement. Remember, the meatball is not your only point of reference, but it is the key to a safe approach. The closer you get to the meatball, the more accurate its information. If you're lined up in the groove and maintaining proper glide slope and airspeed, your corrections are minimized, and a
Tomato
successful
duck.
landing is assured. Some pilots fly how they feel instead of relying on the ball. The meatball should be your main point of reference as you scan the entire...
Is he calling out Top Gun? I
situation.
think he's calling out Top Gun.
An experienced pilot knows he has to fight this urge to fly the deck. To the deck spotters, the deck looks high, so they settle. Next time it looks too low, and they may not catch the compensating climb in time. Sometimes they wind up on the ramp, or with a hard landing, or bolter. So keep your eye on the ball. Maintain lineup and angle of attack.
Some
Failure
idiots
to
are buzzing the
observe
tower.
these
Eject.
rules can be fatal. Anticipate those conditions where human failures lead to accidents and avoid them. Follow the procedures designed for your safety and the successful achievement.
Who
of your
figured this out? Who figured this out?
mission. And when the time comes, do it without hesitation.
Amazing. Let's see. What else do we have? What else do they have? We can't watch the cartoons a lot of the time because a lot of the time they really are like super racist. What's this? Hang on. That's neat. Let's see. Yeah, this is a different duck game map. You just now noticed? We're on a different map. Okay, I think I found something. I was so busy making eject jokes. Yeah, you ejected out of the my brain, and it's gone. We lost it.
Historically, the role of of the sapper included such tasks as undermining an entrenched position, or creating obstacles in the path of an enemy's advance, or clearing such obstacles for our own attacking forces. These were all engineer tasks which had to be carried out slowly and methodically, usually in static battle situations. The advent of the tank during the course of the First World War threatened to change the standard battle scenario, but the changes proved short-lived. The sappers on one side soon found obstacles
You know,
which either slowed
I didn't
them
anticipate this
or
kind of song to be
immobilized
playing during this.
The sappers on the other side found ways of overcoming those obstacles. So in the end, little had changed. The wheels of war still ground exceeding slowly, or came to a complete stop. But it was here that the need was first recognized for specialist armor, crewed by engineers. During the Second World War, the advances in mechanized warfare, brought about by the dramatic improvement in firepower, mobility, and protection, only re-emphasized the need for a specialist force of armored engineers. The problems were still much the same. But the solutions had to be faster. For the pace of war had increased. The sappers had to become as fast and as flexible as the armor they were to support.
Go color.
The same philosophy prevails today. The armored engineers are an
Someone call Pris.
facilitating its disengagement and tactical withdrawal into the main defensive position. Tasks like this call for a whole range of armored vehicles which have been adapted to specific functions. To handle these vehicles calls for sappers who've been specially trained to the Royal Armored Corps' own exacting standards.
Pris, look.
But
It's
although
your
it
people.
includes an armored vehicle and
A bridge, well, a bridge.
armor,
But
the armored engineer is first and foremost a sapper trained to clear up
we're talking about sappers.
own forces.
We're learning about sappers.
Path of the enemy.
We don't call them sappers or where I'm from.
In withdrawal,
They're
his
literally just called
tasks
combat engineers for us, but
his
the
tools
Brits still call them
wide range of
sappers.
explosives.
What did you do? Did you like, what was, what kind of guns are they using? What is that?
Engineer has a variety of
It looks like a
devices
Sten.
from rapid cratering kit to
Oh my god, it is.
array
It's like a
of
Sterling or something like that. It's a Sterling or a Sten. That's horrifying. They use those? They use those that long?
Frequently, these mines will be used in combination
I'm horrified for you.
with other more visible types of obstacles. The object is to deny certain designated routes to the enemy and to channel his advance into areas of our own choosing.
It's a Centurion AVRE.
The protection and mobility afforded by the armored vehicle.
The idiot tried to make a creative writing story about the entire class. Instead of saying Paul got ejected out the airlock, he said Paul got ejected out the airlock. What? Oh, wait. Paul got ejaculated out the airlock.
Protection and mobility, together with its 165mm demolition gun,
What was on delay? What do you want?
ideal emergency and reserve demolition.
We're looking at sappers. We're looking at your sappers, your British sappers.
Firing now. %% success, sir. I'll get the average to finish it. Hello, Bravo 43.
Avery.
This is Bravo 43.
Avery.
Engage target now.
That's not how the Avery works.
The armored engineers is more complex.
I mean, it's probably how they used it, but that's not how that works. That's okay. Yoshi music for warfare. I mean, Yoshi is a war. What are you talking about?
Centurion variant, equipped to carry out sapper tasks. Similarly, the Armored Vehicle Launcher Bridge, or AVLB, is a chieftain tank adapted to carry and launch.
They called it a launcher bridge.
But the troop will, if necessary,
It's just
be
a bridge
reinforced
layer.
by combat engineer tractors from its parent armored engineer squadron. together with any
The parent armored engine. It's like the assault the sappers are a bunch of children that need to be wrangled by a parent. They're a bunch of children with explosives.
The squadron commander will arrange for the resupply of bridges calling them forward on transports to be met by the troop, or to be dumped at pre-selected points and picked up by the troop, as and when necessary. Similarly with the Class 60 track wheel, with the scenes, and with the other equipment. These are usually loaded onto trailers, which are normally towed behind the ambulance, but which can, on occasion, be dropped at convenient forward.
I'm sorry, what are those?
Delta 1-1.
They are demomen. Yeah, yeah.
New harbor area at 13:30 hours.
What in the world are those pipes though? Are those just for? Are those like whatchamacallit?
When a counterattack is planned across our own minefield, the minefield gaps may be unsuitable, so the armored engineer troop commander must investigate all the various options for the breach.
If I was a bad domo man,
The river also needs
I wouldn't be
accurate
sitting here
measurements.
discussing it with you, now would I?
The width of the gap, the state of the ground, all can affect the choice of suitable sites.
I'm sorry, they gave him wetsuits? They get wetsuits? They
The
just...
depth of the water, too, and the profile of the riverbed become important if a combination bridge is to be used. The
Oh,
troop
they're
commander
determining
must have
making a
thorough
bridge.
appreciation of the
Not just crossing it, they're
before he
determining
can
making a
pass the
bridge. That's right.
Mission to establish a bridgehead over the River Ilma.
And the battle group commander must know what his options are before he can prepare his plan.
General outline, 5 phases. Phase 1, establish a fire base and set up the traffic control organization. Phase 2, breach the minefield in 2 places. Phase 3, establish a fire base overlooking the River Ilma.
I love how wildly different these films are from the US ones.
Phase 5, establish a bridgehead across the River Ilma.
For the armored engineers, Phase 1 is a waiting phase. Their specialist armor is unlikely to be put at risk as part of the defensive plan. They will remain in a harbor area and make their final preparations for the counterattack. But before that can happen, the enemy's advance must first be contained.
Wait a minute, those aren't even... What are those? Oh, they're
This is
chieftains.
the moment we've been waiting for.
Hang on. No, now I'm curious. I'm gonna backtrack. Hang on. Hold on. I'm gonna... That is a bush. That is a bush. That tank didn't actually exist anywhere. No, what the freak was that? Hang on, back up. Totomate. Haha, those are artillery guns. Got them. What was that? What? No. What? Oh, it's like a... It's a chieftain. I forgot. Okay, yeah, okay. That was a weird looking chieftain.
This is the moment we've been waiting for.
They just fuck off. Sorry, just the way that, I mean, I know that's kind of, you know, you're supposed to do that, you know, treat it like it's the real deal in training, but the way they just go nope, they just nope right on out of there at Mach speed. Like there was sorry, there was no hesitation. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. You got it, boss. I don't know, it's so funny to me.
The successful prosecution of Phase 2 of the operation now depends on the armored engineers. Their task is to breach the minefield in 2 places, using Giant Viper and Plow. Giant Viper consists of
Chieftains are cool.
1.5 ton
I like
explosive
chieftains. I think they're really
packed
cool.
into a hose and projected across a minefield by a cluster of 8.
I actually like. I know I shit talk British stuff all the time, but I actually love the Challengers. I've got a secret appreciation for the Challengers. I think they're actually really cool looking. They're in my top 3 secretly of like favorite tanks.
Long and 8 meters wide. But the explosion is likely to attract some response from the enemy. Under pressure, the commander may decide to push his gun tanks through the Giant Viper lane without further preparation.
The hidden forest gets bulldozed.
Every plow, which will clear the remaining lines.
Wait, are Challengers British? Yeah, the Challengers. Hold on. I mean, that's a chieftain. Like, I may just like steal some stuff off the Wikipedia. So these guys, oh my god, they're huge. Why do they always come in at like 3,000 bajillion resolution? So like, this is the Challenger 2. This is British. And then the Challenger 1, the predecessor to the Challenger 2, is this one. And I actually really like them. They look aesthetically pleasing to me. They look nice. They look nice. I think they're really cool. I don't know the first thing about them, but I think they're cool. Back to training film. Or whatever, documentary film.
Giant Vipers are normally used in tandem. More than one tandem firing will almost certainly be necessary to clear a single lane through our own or an enemy minefield.
Yeah, so they're just K-bills filled with explosives to clear like minefields and stuff.
This is still the fastest, effective method of breaching a minefield. But a second breach, perhaps using an Avery plow alone, and often a third breach will be necessary before the battle group is committed across it. Then they will pour across in strength and at speed, and almost certainly under fire.
What? My guy. The reason why the first two are happening is at speed and with fiercity. It's because they're being shot at. No duh, they're gonna go through as fast as they can. When you only have like maybe one or two, maybe 2 or 3 lanes of mines cleared, you only have one place to go. Yeah, I'm gonna fly through that as fast as possible too. I'm gonna burn the engine up trying to get out of that. I don't want to stay in a minefield, let alone get stuck in one. Ah. Anyway, carry on. Okay, what is that?
The battle group will go on to complete phase 3 of the operation.
Is it just like a ramp? What is that like just a mine thing? Is that for helping like clearing a hill? I don't know what that's for.
Phase 4, to bridge the River Ilna in 2 places. Another specialized task that devolves on the armored engineers. The first site calls for a number 9 tank bridge. This is a single
Number 9 lodge.
capable of spanning a gap of approximately 12 meters. The second selected site calls for a number 8 tank bridge. This is a scissors bridge which will span gaps of around 23 meters. Like the number 9, it takes about 3 minutes to launch. With both bridges, it's the ABLB which is first opened, proving the crossing for the armor which is to follow. Next is an Avery, mounted with Class 60 track work. This is laid to protect the approaches and exits to the bridges.
Oh.
It's a firm path over soft ground and
Okay.
prevents scour by the tanks, particularly on the enemy battery.
This music choice.
Come from the continuous passage of heavy armor across the bridge. In time, this may weaken the banks and cause them to crumble and collapse. That's one reason why the sappers hold bridging in reserve. Another, more important reason is that bridges make inviting targets.
Hello, all stations. This is Whiskey 30. Golden Eagle destroyed. 0-0 Alpha acknowledge, over. 0, Roger, out.
The operation grinds to a halt.
Hello, Bravo 42 Alpha. This is 0 Alpha. Renaissance, over.
Renaissance.
While the rest of the battle group improvise the best fire positions they can, the armored engineer troop must prepare an emergency crossing. The nearest suitable site is where the river is too wide to be spanned by a single bridge of either type. So 2 bridges will have to be used in combination. And at this site, a combat engineer tractor is needed to
Oh my God, is that a priest?
prepare a sound foundation for
Is that like an M? What is it? What are they called? The M7 or M8 priests?
the type and number of bridges used.
That looked like a
and
priest.
their length depends on the bank and river profiles, the width of the gap,
Huh.
and the depth of the water. In this case, a number 9 is used first, because the water is quite deep on the far side,
But not
and
large.
comparatively shallow on this. Now the second AVLB can use the first bridge as a ramp from which to launch the second. In this case, another
They're playing like a city builder type game or something. IRL.
It may not be the most elegant of bridges, but it serves its purpose. And that, in the circumstances, is all that matters.
This guy sounds like Major Zero from MGS3.
With the battle group now crossing the river in force and consolidating a bridgehead on the far bank, the 5th and
Oh, how many extra like 100 pounds of grass is that just on the tank?
leading skills, preparing hasty fire positions in readiness for the next operation.
So the Brits still use trench warfare as strategy with their armored engineers.
The same sort of communications as the armor they support. Only their firepower is different. With the armored engineers, it's not the rate of fire which is important, but the speed with which they can execute the engineer tasks which are essential to an armored operation. They bring intimate, timely, and relevant engineer
Intimate.
support to the battle. They have become, in fact, an integral part of the armored formation.
Oh, it's for like tank. Okay, that's for
Their
like tank
normal
divots.
sapper
Okay.
skills, allied to their additional armored training and their specialist equipment,
Ooh, that guy looks like he's about to roll over.
the armored engineers go with them everywhere.
What? No British Grenadiers? Peter Leslie. You galaxy mind, you. Actually, if it's just gonna auto, yeah, we'll just let it autoplay. Sure, why not? Welcome to my average Yurei day. I just do dumb stuff. Ooh, circa 1983. This is the good stuff right here. Oh, are these the U.S. sappers? No. Where is that? That looks like the Washington Memorial. But it's not. Balaclava. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh man. I'm sorry. All the engineers have food names, or did they have food named after them? Both are excellent. Okay, it's still a British training film. This just goes to show how bad I am at geography. What is that? Oh yeah, Harrier. Yeah, the Brits love that thing. They love the Harrier out there. Ah, yes, the 80s and 90s, early 90s, where the mustaches were like the thing. Oh, hey, Priss is Priss is back. We got our cactus duck back. you did not just hit him with this on like while they're like in class. Hey, that's unsafe operation of a lathe. Or that's not. I don't know if that's a lathe. You can't. You shouldn't like try to stop people while they're like interrupt people like that. It's safe. That's a safety hazard. This music is killing me. I don't feel like I'm watching like I'm training or like an old like war like a military film. I feel like I'm watching like a sitcom. Dad's Army, but in the 90s.
Yeah, honey, what we got? It's a German 500. You can get the crash crew to come down and meet me at the police RV. Okay.
It's like nothing happening. This is so dumb. Soundtrack is very important. I don't even know what I'm watching at this point. Squeak! I don't even know what I'm watching anymore. I feel like I'm on. I just feel like I'm on an adventure. Okay. I'm so infatuated. I'm like, I'm like glued to this screen. Nothing's happening. This is the most fascinating shit to Yurei, apparently. Confirmed. That dude's hands are gonna be like just all black by the end of that job. It's a little baby excavator. Oh god, it's that rifle. Oh, sorry, I hate that rifle so much. I hate it with a passion. I hate it so much. Where the hell am I? Where am I right now? On an adventure, that's where I am. Oh, old computers. Newcastle. What? Well, I know it's a location, but what? Is that where they are? Is that where you are? What is happening? Why? What adventure is this video taking me on? Where am I going? We're drilling for oil. Okay? I'm so lost.
47, 56, 38.
Where's this? We were just at an airfield. Now we're at a dock. Where are we? Next, we're gonna be at like a Yes concert or something. I don't know. Portsmouth. Oh my. Okay, we saw this footage already. This was the Assault Sapper film. Why are we suddenly in combat? Nope, we're back to port. What is happening? Boat. Oh, landing ship, sorry. I've already gathered it's a compilation, but I'm kind of just vibing with this compilation. It says sappers. It specifically says sappers. What is up, games? We're watching an old British film thing. Is that the Airbus? No. I'm getting lost somewhere in the UK. You should watch a USSR version of it. We'll get there. We'll get there. One film at a time. One film at a time. What kind of truck is that? Pet Lou? Lou. Are you calling it a dump? Is that like their secret way of calling it a dump? Oh yeah, we also have ducks. In case you wanted your name on a duck, I guess. Or if you want to name a duck, go for it. So this video is like a sapper compilation. A British sapper compilation. I don't actually know what's happening. I'm just kind of, I don't know. I feel like I'm just watching it. Figured I'd take you guys along on just a little adventure. He looks so confused. He's like, what am I doing here? He's like me right now. I've just been round the depot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
From engineers from the RSC for a train tomorrow morning. The ETA is approximately 1000
I love this so much. You have no idea. This is like my favorite pastime, is watching like these dumb military film documentaries thing. I don't know, I just love them. I love them, especially ones like this where there's just no context for anything. So you're just like, what is happening? Antwerp. What kind of name is Antwerp?
This is the dossier. It's this little enclave here.
Yeah, we're taking it easy today, to be quite honest. I am too tired to do anything serious. What is happening now? Are you designing a thing? You're designing a thing. Okay, cool.
We're just watching a mailing facility. A lot of this has been just mail. Well, hey, you know what? If I ever end up on some godforsaken battlefield working with the Brits, I'll at least know that my mail will get delivered. What are you guys doing now? What is this? Water storage? Oh no, you're making a thing for the Harrier. Yes? Is that what that is? No. What was that? The camo net is tripping me up so bad because there's just, it looks like the half of the squares are just floating. I mean, it is super cool that you can basically put Harriers wherever you want. Okay, we're watching more grand default explosion sound from like the 40s. That's MiG. Cool, so they're gonna fix this? Are we gonna watch them Bob the Builder? Yeah, they're Bob the Buildering a new railroad. Right. More like Bob the Engineer, I guess. Or the Sapper. Bob the Sapper. Oh no. Oh, they've been out there all day. It was like blue sky when they got there, and now it's nighttime. Oh. If you can build a skateboard, you can fix a helicopter. Okay, I believe you. Oh no, Chris, the way you say that made me kind of believe you. Oh, it's like super. They were out there all night just pulling that thing out, and now they have to fix the railroad. Ugh. Could you? I'm sorry, this is probably a little bit too true in some cases, but like, could you imagine? You're like, finally, we fixed the railroad, and then like another segment just a couple miles down just blows up, and you're called to fix that one too. God, you're forever fixing stuff. The job for these guys never ends. They're just always fixing stuff. Case in point, they're always fixing stuff. DMs, okay, let me check DMs. Yeah, they're fixing some more stuff. Oh, hold on, we got a recruiting ad, hang on. Here, get out of here.
So, you can fix a board, you can fix a bike, and if you can fix a bike, then you can fix a car. If you can fix a car, then you can learn to fix, A Lynx Mark 8 helicopter. A 4.5-inch naval gun. A Samson radar system. Or a Type 45 destroyer.
That escalated so fast. Wait, that escalated so fast.
Then you can fix a bike. And if you can fix a bike, then you can fix a car. If you can fix a car, then you can learn to fix.
The way he accelerates! A Lynx Mark 8 helicopter!
4.5-inch naval gun, a Samson radar system, or a Type 45 destroyer. And when you can fix all that, you'll be a Royal Navy engineer.
Oh, I believe you! It's a real recruit. It's too official to not be an official one. You know what this makes me think of, though? This is like the anti-parody of, hang on, let me find it. I gotta find it. Hang on. It's like the anti-parody. This is so fucking dumb. It's the British inverse of one of this. Oh. It's the same vibe. Oh man. I'm going back to my Wonderland video. Where is it? Here we go. We still got another 6 minutes of these sappers. Actually, you know what? One more time, just for shits and giggles.
So, you can fix a board, then you can fix a bike, and if you can fix a bike, then you can fix a car. If you can fix a car, then you can learn to fix. A Lynx Mark 8 helicopter, a Pacific 24 C-boat, a 4.5-inch naval gun, a Samson radar system, or a Type 45 destroyer. And when you can fix all that, you'll be a Royal Navy engineer. Start your journey. Search Royal Navy engineers.
I mean, this is a great ad. It's short. It's like 30 seconds. Short, simple, to the point. But the way it escalates. Oh man. Let me go check something super quick. I'll be right back. Hi, we're back.
Mark 8 helicopter, a Pacific 24 C-boat, a 4.5-inch naval gun, a Samson.
Okay. Wait, hang on. There's another one.
So, you can fix a door. And if you can fix a door, then you can fix a car. And if you can fix a car, then you can fix your parents' marriage. And if you can fix your parents' marriage, then you can fix
A B-21 fighter jet!
And if you can fix a B-21 fighter jet, then you can fix an Amazon Fire Stick. And if you can fix an Amazon Fire Stick,
Then you can fix anything!
you're not you when you're hungry. Simply Fabulous, the new fragrance for men.
Wait,
So,
what?
you can fix a door. And if you can fix a door,
Go away!
fix a
No,
car.
go away! Oh, oh man. It's true though. Time to be lost for another 10 minutes. He's so bright. I want to reduce the size of this. Oh, hey, we got the pizza duck back.
Hello, Zero. This is India 20. Reference tasking 01/031. Task complete. Ready to receive. Over.
He's so happy about that. Pris! Ah!
What?
Say hi.
Hey.
Great, thanks. Oh, shark thing. You're falling asleep, dingus. Good. That's my job. Glad I can do it well. Hey, wait a minute. The fewer thoughts music ended. Fix the problem. I love how they give us music now. Like when the video's about to end. Wow, what an experience. Cameraman Ian. All right, Ian. Let's go, Ian. Reproduction in any form is strictly forbidden. Yeah. About that. Horse. What is this? Which one's... Oh, Sappers in War. Alright, it's another Sappers film. Oh boy.
The place, West Germany. The time, the future.
The future.
This film looks at the way in which the Royal Engineers, the Sappers, prepare for and fight a war.
This is London.
But it just said Germany.
World Service, the news. In New York, a United Nations study group states that of the world's 184 governors, only 36 have been democratically elected to power. The United Nations Secretary General said in his annual report, this is an alarming fact reflecting a situation likely to continue in the foreseeable future. Across Central Europe, the warm, dry, sunny weather enters its 23rd.
Hello, Derek.
Heels, arse, and head as usual.
Our story features the sapper and the part he would play in a conventional war. A role that embraces many duties.
We could strengthen the natural obstacles and bring a minefield from the edge of the tree line.
From building bridges to destroying them. From laying minefields to clearing them. From digging command posts to producing maps. From repairing power cables to providing water. From delivering the post to building a forward operating pad for the RAF's versatile Harrier. There are sapper commandos and parachute sappers.
Parachute sapper. Honestly, the Brits just make everything a sapper.
Plays a vital role in today's army, whether slowing or stopping enemy forces or keeping our own on the move.
The midday news. At the NATO ministerial meeting in Brussels, all 16 members...
I'm a sapper. I believe you. I believe you.
Growth in the Soviet Warsaw Pact conventional forces. The Chief of Staff confirmed that in many areas we are outmanned and outgunned by a ratio of 4 to 1. He also stated that for the past 6 months, Allied forces have been in an advanced state of readiness, and added that with the rise in international tension, no Allied country should drop its guard.
Good morning, gentlemen. Let's just see where we stand at the moment. As we previously discussed, we're going to stand firm on Line Charlie. The 2 reserve routes are through here and here. And there are 2 reserve demolitions, one here and one here, each of which will be guarded by one combat team.
Yes, sir, and all other bridges across the River Blomfield will be prepared as premonitions.
I really do feel like I'm watching like a sitcom or something. I don't know why.
Fight, and to prevent enemy forces from doing any of these three things. To hamper enemy mobility, the sappers produce an obstacle plan.
Well, if the river stays up like this, it'll make a hell of an obstacle.
The preparation of a key bridge for demolition is just one part of the plan.
Anywhere through there, sir.
What, over by the barn at the end of the house? Would that suit you?
That'd be fine, sir, yeah.
Yes, well that suits you, sir. Yes, quite. It'll suit me very well. Yes. I'm sorry. It's perfect.
Roger, if the enemy were to come into my brigade area in this direction, what I'd like to do is to canalize him in this sort of area here, and then destroy him.
Yeah, I see.
If I could have a minefield straight ahead, linking the two hills,
I'm sorry. Oh, this is too funny to me. They're so polite about it, and I love I love it. It's like, yes, if I could perhaps have a minefield in this general area. Oh, yes, very good, sir. I love it too much. I love it.
World Service. The news from London at 9 hours Greenwich Mean Time. This morning at dawn, with Yugoslavia on the brink of civil war, combined Russian, Polish, Czech and East German troops crossed the Yugoslav frontier. Western leaders have expressed considerable concern over the worsening international situation.
The North German plain is rolling tank country, ideal for an armored assault. To hamper such a blitzkrieg, the obstacle plan is strengthened by cratering and blocking woodland tracks.
We can add to their problems as well by putting trees across the tracks. That should give them a headache.
This is BFBS, the 10 o'clock news.
Oh, so you're supposed to ask for a minefield? It's so wholesome.
The Soviets claim that they're on major exercises, but the West remains skeptical. In Brussels, the Chief of Staff warned that the Soviets have the greatest military weapon, that of surprise. He further stated,
see, the reason why the British are so fearsome in battle is because you have to be more posh than them to defeat them. If you aren't posh enough, you just won't beat them. It's impossible. Lest you risk like losing to the Brits and like at like 1 to 5 odds. By that I mean one of them is equal to 5 of your dudes.
To their deployment areas, ahead of the rest of the army. While sappers go to their war locations, a mines and explosive depot is opened up, and munitions outloaded to a forward area.
You know what this makes me think of? You know what all this talk makes me think of? Hang on, let me find it. Makes me think of one codec call. You're gonna love this, Bruce. You're gonna love this. All right, hopefully this goes very well. It's that the quality is 240p. It's gonna grow great. Oh, it's so quiet. Hang on. Hang on. It's super quiet. You know, I'll just find it. It's fine. Where the frick is it? wait.
Amazing the kind of machines that are available now.
Unless your cells have plenty of nutrients, the recharge won't work well.
Amazing the kind of machines that are available now.
But this machine has not been made public. It was designed by a scientist at the CIA's Directorate of Science and Technology.
What kind of person was he?
The person who designed it?
Yeah.
I heard he was pretty strange.
Stranger than the Major?
There's nothing strange about the Major.
My tea's gone. Who drank it? How am I supposed to have tea time without tea?
Well, not too strange, at least.
Hey, my scone's gone too. You ate some food?
Yes, I found it.
Be covert. Engagements should be avoided. If you must dispose of an enemy, do it with the tranquilizer gun.
Yup. Sweet dreams, Boy Scout.
That's right. By the time he wakes up, you and Sokolov will be safely out of the country.
Sipping hot coffee on a plane back home.
What did you say? What did you say?
Sipping hot coffee on a...
You're gonna drink that foul mud? On the victory flight home?
Okay then. What would you drink?
Tea, of course.
I love that so much. You're gonna drink that foul mud? It is the same. It is the same vibe.
As the possibilities of conflict draw closer, preparation is the key word. And another bridge in the potential combat zone is prepared for demolition.
I swear, Brits are like the only people that can insult the absolute shit out of you while also telling you how to do it better. And it not actually come off as insulting.
Plus run out the horizontal ring main. Okay?
Further up
That and Aussies. Aussies too.
also hastily made ready for demolition.
We now interrupt programs on BFP.
Oh, the camera guy's like, wait. Look how fast these guys are running with like full kit. It's so great. It's so crazy.
In addition, a series of mysterious explosions.
Bridge! Look at it! You can see him running on the bridge. That's so great. How long did they take to set up that shot?
And the Chancellor has appealed to NATO to act.
Oh, and he's just up there.
Any further armed incursion.
No! No! You could not ask me to do that. Actually, it's above water, so I'd be less scared, but ooh.
Sappers help the infantry and armored units to construct their defensive positions.
Quote unquote help. They stand around with their hands in their pockets.
Right. We usually take it to give us a hand with the trenches, mate.
The what? Wait, that also looked like a sitcom. Oh, why does this look like just some like TV show? Just the way it's just the camera pan. It literally is like a reality TV show. Confirmed, the British military is just one big reality TV show. Confirmed.
Okay, Mitch, this is the next to dig. It's already marked out for you.
Here, the skills and an array of highly mobile equipment are used to improvise and create everything. From a Mexi command post shelter that is built within 4 hours to a slit trench for a blowpipe missile.
Oh, what?
Okay, guys, a little bit with some out.
From a small foxhole for an infantryman with a Law 80 to a giant tank slot. In all, preparation, and yet more preparation.
BBC World Service, the news. It is been confirmed that following a night of speculation, at first light today, Warsaw Pact forces attacked Allied Command Europe. Last night, large-scale parachute and undercover operations created power breakdowns in many German cities.
The little periscope!
Order, there appears to be a massive armored assault as the Soviets attempt to advance. One seemingly aimed at Hamburg, the other at Frankfurt.
Let's have you over here.
First reports from the battle zone are very confused, but a NATO spokesman says the Allies are under severe pressure.
Divisional headquarters, and the time to put all the preparatory work to test.
What was that?
It's a screen force reporting to Corsa. The enemy are some 2 Ks inside the border.
There we are, sir. Penetration to about there.
First, to harass and slow down the advancing enemy, into action goes the obstacle plan.
Go, Kieran! Get those trees down!
The jump cut to the chainsaw. Get the trees down! I said. Very persuasive.
Cratering tracks and tree blowdowns block potential routes.
Is that the more land? That's the more land and system at 0. Okay, jump back in. Firing now.
That like
Also, to
what is
further
that?
impede the enemy's advance, Ranger anti-personnel mines are fired and laid.
Oh, those are mine launchers.
Over the River Weser, on the northern front.
Keep your head down. Firing now.
2 of the preliminary bridges are blown.
Taking Alpha, firing now. Out. That was a hell of a bang. Okay, move.
But such are the many demands of war, that on another front, the need to build bridges.
Emo 1-3 Roger. Out. Okay, Chris, let's go.
Sappers have 3 main bridge building techniques.
Yeah, we learned this. They got like
is an assault bridge. The
yeah.
mobile armored vehicle launch bridge.
Let's go.
Then from
Like-
their woodland hides down country lanes and through villages rumble amphibious rigs known as M2s. These vehicles are capable of bridging the widest German river. They head for their rendezvous.
It literally just looks like a bus.
If you look at the model in front of you, you will see, first of all,
What am I looking at?
to south,
Oh, it's like a road. Okay.
situation. Early this morning, enemy fighter ground attack destroyed this bridge. That's grid.
Finally, a team tackles the crossing of another river by using the sappers' basic bridge, the medium girder bridge.
Mission. Our mission is to construct a 12-bay medium girder bridge.
Oh, Sakurada back.
576.
The MGB, the modern equivalent to the old trusty Bailey Bridge, is composed of man-portable alloy units.
Blonk. The editing on this is top tier.
Sense of urgency. This bridge is going to be up in 90 minutes.
Once constructed, the MGB can support the West's largest tank.
Yeah, our fat ass, the Abrams. That's impressive. Keep in mind but at this current time, a lot of the tanks like the Abrams and the Leopards and stuff were still kind of under wraps a little bit.
At its rendezvous, the armored vehicle launch bridge swings into action.
Like, I'm pretty sure it was like everyone kind of knew everyone had like new MBTs, but no one really knew what kind of MBTs people had until later, I think. Don't quote me. Because this is when like misinformation and propaganda was like really in full swing.
The wide, fast-flowing River Weser.
British engineering is ace. Yeah, no, if I want anyone on my side, I want the British like assault sappers and stuff. Like British sappers are fucking wild, dude. They're insane.
There's no way we can use that as an entrance point, sir. There's too many obstacles. It'll give us problems.
Okay, so Shady Nook it is then.
Looks like it, sir.
British engineers are ace. That's super cool, actually. That's kind of awesome.
At Shady Nook, code name for the
I've never seen that before. That's so cool. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have seen them, but I just never really pieced it together. I thought they were just boats, basically. That's wild. Hey, he's driving on in there. That's so cool.
During such an operation, men and machines are forced to bunch up, making an obvious target. So crossing such a...
That's how these are made! Oh!
A quick, coordinated effort.
That dude. All you need is... All you need is give him a cup of tea and then it's over. He becomes a Bond villain. This guy just says, fuck it, I'll go across on my own. Fuck it, I'll do it myself. God, that's gotta be tense, though. Everything is basically underwater.
From swimming, is capable of many other roles.
No, it's not gonna do it. It's too steep. I'll have to use the anchor.
This one is fitted with a Vinicum anchor that
I'm sorry?
and embedded into the far side.
Okay, winch in.
Assists
It-
the CET to haul itself up the steepest.
They literally gave it a winch to that's wild. They said, fuck you, we're getting across this river.
Corporal Lee, sir, how many more curb pieces? Two, sir. Good. All we've got left are those two on the trackway and we're finished.
By the River Rider, the medium girder bridge, assembled in only 1.5 hours.
Hello, sir.
Is now complete.
Oh man, this is so wild.
And over the river rolls the urgently required buildup of combat power.
Water tanking. God, engineers, man, combat engineers are so wild. I just call them combat engineers. It's kind of just a broad term for me. They're so wild for like most any nation.
I'll let the RMPs know that we'll be ready for traffic in 5 minutes, sir. Fine. Get the ARV across as quick as you can, and its winch rope laid out ready. Right, sir.
Further north, on the River Weser, the M2 bridge construction is also complete, and a combined armored infantry force crosses the powerful...
And they said, yeah, let's set that up in 90 minutes. Is that what I heard? They wanted to set that up in 90 minutes, if that's correct? That's crazy. Oh yeah, we got a bridge ready in like 90 minutes. A whole bridge for like...
Move at speed is vital to any force, whether for armor.
That's so wild. Yeah, let's just build a bridge in 90 minutes that can transport tanks.
Of modern warfare, that quick responsive air support is essential to check any armored assault.
Okay, quick responsive anything is the end goal of modern warfare.
In a woodland setting,
That's so crazy.
The short takeoff strips, landing pads, fuel stores, and hides has been done by sappers. 8 Harriers land and are camouflaged in only 12 minutes.
12 minutes?
A Harrier subsite is a mini airfield, where intelligence information can be gathered and the aircraft rapidly refueled and rearmed, ready for combat.
I want to put in a quick counterattack through this area tonight.
He's so polite.
Getting through our minefield.
I would like to put in a counterattack here, if that's okay.
Sappers also have to breach them.
Well, the minefield's not too deep at this point, sir. What we could actually do is put a couple of giant vipers in tandem, and that will give us a good safe lane.
Here, the Avri, fitted with a giant Viper rapid breaching device, explodes a safe path in a matter of minutes.
Bombing now!
That goes pretty far, actually.
Hello, Zero. This is Lima 1-4 Alpha. Moving forward now, over.
Then along comes the mine plow. This safety measure clears any mines that have not exploded.
Now, I would like to have a look at the terrain just a bit further over to the east here.
He's so polite.
The battle area, the lie of the land, is crucial to any soldier. The sappers' terrain analysis teams quickly supply such much-needed data, providing the commander with information about the going, helping him to make a rapid plan.
As you can see from the area concerned, it's a flat valley, fine for tracked and wheeled vehicles, but due to the steepness of the slopes on either side, only tracked vehicles. There are also two areas to the fore where tracked and wheeled vehicles shouldn't go, only foot soldiers.
Right, what about this place here?
That's the same as the two areas at the foreground. It's impassable by wheeled vehicles and tracked vehicles, only foot soldiers.
Well, Sergeant Todd, thank you very much indeed. That's excellent.
Yeah, thank you, Sergeant Todd.
Now, Robert, I want to get this information down to the commander of the counterattack force as quickly as
He's so
possible.
nice.
Brigadier Young to have it by 0400.
Sappers, as well as carrying the post, are responsible for the vital flow of classified battlefield information between corps and divisional headquarters and major units.
Operative HQ, sir.
Good. While you're here, Tachyprints are running off maps for the counter-attack force, and we're going to need a rapid response.
Right, I'll just inform my postal courier
It's already been done. You've got the job.
Fine.
From a mobile print truck situated in the field.
Excuse me, good sir, but may I counterattack? I don't even know if this is real or not. It just but it's British military, so I'm sitting here like there's no way that they got like some British dudes to ham it up for US TV. I mean, it's possible, but like
Counterattack headquarters? That's right. Checking that print, yes. Thanks very much. Anything else for us? No, sir.
Reports seem to indicate that the enemy have broken through here, just east of Icebergen.
It's very confused down at the bridge, sir. The enemy are getting quite close, but the Irish guards are holding well. Kellarm have slowed the enemy down, but we've still got a lot of 20 brigade to get back across.
Well, you keep me informed of exactly what's going on at Icebergen.
Close to the forward edge of the battle area,
that take did not look like it was stopping. It was like, oh, well, there's a car.
Is still open, allowing
100% real. Bruh.
Sierra 30, we have scores of refugees intermingled with elements of 20 Armoured Brigade are crossing now. We have been under intermittent FGA attack.
Enemy airstrikes hit civilian areas, and a bomb-damaged house blocks an essential supply route.
FGA, I'm pretty sure, is like East Germany. I think.
Attack, attack, attack. Air attack. We're respirating. State red. State red.
But the true target of the airstrikes, a nearby RAF airfield, is also hit. Airfield damage repair is another sapper responsibility, and a vital.
The sappers just do everything, don't they?
The most sophisticated of airfields inoperable.
We've got two medium-sized craters.
Yeah, technically, like one crater just gonna render the whole airfield inoperable entirely.
The other one looks like a damaged high-voltage cable. Can you
come round again, Staff.
Roger's up. Help them inside.
Yup. Yup, that cable's been severed. Okay, Staff, let's go back to the northern taxiway.
The object is to repair the airfield as quickly as possible. And such repair work is dependent on speed and skill in the handling of an array of specialist equipment.
Yeah, airfield repairs, like military airfield repair is wild. I watched like a short US documentary on it, and it's like, all right, the goal, the more modern one, like 2013. But like the goal is, all right, we're gonna fill this airfield up in like, we're gonna fill this hole in like 10 minutes. Go. It was like, okay, damn. The efficiency is just wild. I love that siren. It's so much less invasive than the it's so like nice.
But not all the bombs have done their job. And another task, and a long established Sapper one, is the defusing of unexploded bombs.
Oh.
Wrench. We've got a Fab 250 here. At the moment, the tail well, there's no fuse in it at all. The fins are in good condition. Should come out without any problem at all. Tied up on that. Got it. Okay. Check the cable.
God, EOD is.
Continuity. Okay, shit. Prime. Ready.
Oh, there's blasting it.
Fire when ready.
Firing now.
Or not.
The bomb safe. And a specialist team of sappers repair the tracks. Their job, to keep the railways running, and the much-needed flow of military supplies. When the airfield craters have been cleared, filled, and compacted to the level of the original runway, they are then covered with special mats of prefabricated metal planks. These are then bolted to the runway surface.
Tasks number 101 and 102 complete.
Once complete, and the damaged main cable repaired, power is switched back on. The airfield is now fully operational again.
Enemy activity is certainly intensifying along the whole of our front, but I'm particularly concerned about the enemy encircling Eisbergen. Our 20 Brigade are doing well there and putting up a good fight.
God, British planning is on a different level sometimes, I swear.
How long would it take your sappers to change the bridge from State 1 to State 2?
Oh, we can go from State 1 to State 2 in about 7 minutes.
In that case, I'll send a code word to the guard commander straight away.
Roger, Ed. Cormac, proceed from Dev and authenticated, sir.
Thank you. Cormac, change from State 1 safe to State 2 armed. Corporal Elevate!
At Eisbergen, Allied armor and the remaining refugees hastily withdraw across the reserve bridge.
Any of you lads still over there? Everything all right up there?
Okay, Jim.
A sapper demolition team makes final checks.
Sir, we've just heard the 20 Brigade completely withdrawn over the bridge at Iceberg.
Good, so we've got them across. What about refugees?
Most of them have been ahead of the brigade all along. The last few are just trickling through.
Right. Robert, let's see how well your men can demolish that bridge.
Can do so.
Avenger, Roger right. Avenger, that means fire demolition. Clear the bridge, come Mr. Major! Give your phone call, Elevate. Is everything okay?
Yes, sir. Fingers crossed.
Nearby stands the Avery, with its 165mm demolition gun, ready if needed to dismantle final remnants of the bridge.
Right, fire the demolition, Corporal Elevate. Everybody down. Firing now.
Nice.
This is London.
This is London.
BBC World Service, the news at 19 hours Greenwich Mean Time. As the Soviet invasion of West Germany enters its 5th day, we heard last night of a significant Allied victory in the northern sector near the village of Eisbergen. Here, an entire Soviet attacking armored force was lured into a bottleneck on the east side of the River Weser. The resulting airstrike led to very heavy Soviet casualties that, according to intelligence reports, completely thwarted the Soviet advance in that area. Latest reports indicate British armored units on the offensive. Elsewhere, in the so-called Fulda Gap, American forces...
Ah, the Fulda
All along
Gap.
the front, there has been progress, and with the offensive underway, a fascine quickly bridges a ditch, enabling the armor to move forward.
That's a pretty genius, simple way of just saying, oh, there's a ditch. Just drop some pipes into it.
The time, the future. This film looked at the way in which the Royal Engineers prepared for and fought a war. One in which the combined skills of the sappers played a vital role. In battle, when tanks and infantry are on the offensive, sappers...
Oh, we got
are
camo index
alongside,
back. Nice.
building bridges, clearing paths, demolishing obstacles, laying mines, and constructing roads, tracks, and airstrips. Some of the many tasks performed by field, armored, amphibious, parachute, and commando units of the Royal Engineers.
That's cool. Is my boy Ian on the camera work? No. No, cameraman Ian. What's this? The demolition guard. The what?
In Northwest Europe, the rivers and the canals have played a profound part in the...
No, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. That was the last one. That was the last one. That was the last one. We're done for the day. We're done for the day. Thanks for vibing with me in this weird chill stream where we just watch a bunch of dumb films. Yeah. Well, for those of you that really want it into my day to day, it's like dumb shit like that. All right, where I just sit there and go, "Wow, that's cool," the whole time. That is my day to day whenever I'm not hanging out with anyone or doing this. But these films are so like uncommon, or there's only like a finite number of them. So I have to like treasure everyone. All right. Well, all right. We'll do the DM guards. We'll do the DM guards, and then we'll call it. Because Chris is asking nicely.
Commercial highways connecting with the sea.
Plus, I'm kind of curious. What the fuck? What demolition guards?
To any military operation. Since most of these waterways flow from south to north, the control of the bridges crossing them is of major strategic value to the defense of the West. Many will be destroyed as soon as hostile forces threaten them. These are termed preliminary demolitions. A much smaller number, essential for the successful movement of friendly forces in attack or defense, and capable of demolition in a single phase, would be kept intact until the very last moment. These are known as reserve demolitions, and as well as bridges, the term defines any point on a route whose use and closure the tactical commander wishes to control. It could be a minefield gap or an important defile. But whatever form a reserve demolition takes, high priority must be given to its control and defense, right up to the moment of its destruction. This is the task of the demolition guard.
So you literally guard demolitions.
It's long been said that he who would live in peace should prepare for war. So most reserved demolitions are earmarked well in advance of hostilities. And the demolition guard commander usually has ample opportunity in peacetime to plan the deployment of his forces to ensure its proper defense in time of war.
I'm quite convinced that farm there is one for that. We'll dig ourselves...
Oh, these guys are like literally like defensive planners. Okay.
Yes, we must look for a position for the alternative command post.
I'm sure there's a farm over there that's within a reasonable distance.
A demolition guard commander will normally have at his disposal a combat team, which might typically consist of 3 infantry platoons, a Milan section, a blowpipe section, a tank troop, and a close recce screen.
4 platoon must cover that roadblock.
They are integral. I agree. I agree. These kind of guys are integral in terms of effective planning. They are is super important for defensive actions. And hell, even offensive if you think about it. But they've got different people for that, I'm pretty sure.
One tank forward or two. I have 2 of the 3 forward by day. Certainly one in there.
I'm gonna turn it up a little bit for you because it's super quiet.
But such advanced preparation means the Demolition Guard commander can react instantly and effectively if at any future date an enemy should attack.
I feel really bad for my mobile users right now. All they get, like, they have a tiny screen to try and watch an even smaller screen on.
Okay, I've been going around the battle groups. Have you anything for me?
Nothing really big there, apart from the signing of the 9811, the orders to the demolition.
Oh, yes.
The orders for the demolition are contained in the NATO Standard Form 9811. Through it, the authorized commander exercises complete responsibility for the exact timing of when to move from State 1, safe, to State 2, armed, and ultimately, when to fire the demolition. He must sign 3 copies. 1 copy is held by the issuing headquarters. 1 copy goes to the firing party commander, and 1 to the demolition guard commander. Provision is made on the form for the role of authorized commander to be delegated down the chain of command should this be necessary. The demolition guard commander must keep his copy with him at all times.
The mission. D Company combat team is to deny the bridge to the enemy. To deny the bridge to the enemy. Execution general outline. We will hold the bridge with 3...
Yeah, you don't just blast a bridge that could be used for your side so willy-nilly. So that's why there's 3 documents, because strategic command may be like, whoa, 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 hang on, don't do that. We're going to be using this, hang on.
11 platoon will be the close guard platoon.
Or something. Anyway.
And 12 platoon will be the forward platoon cover.
Tank troop, I want 2 tanks forward by day, 1 in depth on the home bank.
Curissa, firing party commander. Sorry, Inlet, been firing bridges further down the canal.
Have you got the
You know, I think the Brits are the only ones that can pull off the DPM. I hate DPM, and I also hate the woodland camouflage. I really do. It's not. I mean, it worked for the time, and I'm sure it was fine, but I do hate it. It looks disgusting. But looking cool isn't necessary for the military. But for whatever reason, the Brits can wear DPM and make it look good. So, you know. It just works. It just makes sense. It just makes sense.
Organization and tasks. India 4-1. Farron. Your grouping. You'll have attached 4 Zulu vehicles from India 4-3. Your area is on the eastern edge of Vimberg, grid 650.
You know, what's kind of ironic is the point of camouflage is to not stand out, right? And it works great. The idea isn't actually to, like, look cool in camouflage. In fact, the idea is just not to be seen in the first place. But then camouflage just looks cool. Like, it just looks cool. It's like a weird aesthetic.
India 4-2. Your area.
When you break it down to like a style or fashion thing, outside of outside of the practical use for it.
The close guard platoon on the bridge. You've got attached 1 blowpipe firing close.
I heard I've read and online, lots of online reading. The blowpipes fucking sucked. I think everything in like the 70s kind of sucked. Everything was untested and everything was untested and unsure whether it would actually work or not. That's why it all sucked.
Close recognition. It's 4 cars providing a screen east of the military flank.
4-3, tank troop,
And Milan, it's essential you know where he is, so time it. Combat Team Headquarters, 655923. With the alternative headquarters at 656917.
Should the main CP be knocked out, the alternative command post can take over. If an AVRI is available, it could be co-located with it.
AVRI.
An AVRI is an ideal alternative firing point.
God, I've always heard it said AVRE, not AVRI.
Destroying this type of bridge if all other methods fail.
Tango 34, 663924. And Tango 34 Bravo, 662917. Tango 34 Alpha, somewhere in the northeastern edge of the window.
Oh, that's a cheeky spot. That's a cheeky spot. Oh, that dude carrying two things up to the top of that bridge. Oh, just casually exchange it. You know, it's not like you're, you know, gonna splat on the ground if you fall. Yeah, just dangle your legs off. No big deal. No harnesses or anything. Don't need it. You don't have time for harnesses. Just blast it, you know? Prepare for blasting. Oh, ah.
Right, I've got a med out already, sir. I've got what firms my 2IC, sir.
Make sure the solar is right. You can take ours and what we do.
Okay, sir.
Come on, Ross.
We'll take the helicopters as they come in over the tree line. Ground attack aircraft will probably be coming in at about 2,000 feet above the bridge.
Why are these set up like to literally be like
You got any other problems about your defense, George? Well, I'm not happy about this water. It only goes down the wire about 4'6".
Why are these set up like a TV show? I love it. I love it. I feel like I'm watching like a BBC TV show.
CP, this is called Fearon. Bridge now at serial 5. CP, right. What I want you to do now is rehearse, go from serial 5 to serial 6 and time it. Okay. When you've done that, check that all the charters are secure and well protected. Sir, bridge is now at state 1. Thanks very much, Coke.
There's a whole story arc to this. There's a whole story arc. I love this. All you need to do is introduce character names, and that's it.
From the sappers, they've just contacted 4. They've now finished.
You are? I am what?
About 4.5 hours to get to state 1. Good evening, David.
Good evening, sir.
How's things?
Fine. Got a close to village.
You see the German police, all right?
These are normally filmed by the BBC. Oh, so it's just like a TV show. It's literally set. It's literally edited and set up like it's for like Hogan's Heroes or some shit, or you know.
Sorry. How long is it going to take to get this bridge of ours from state 1 to state 2?
Well, sir, rehearsed my guys doing that, and it took them 11.5 minutes. But if you allow the possibility of doing it at night, when the fire, it should take about 15. 15? When was that?
State 1, state 2.
I'd actually kill for another TV show like Hogan's Heroes to show up or something.
Last light and battle still distant means withdrawal of both the forward tanks to the home bank. To protect them would otherwise mean an unnecessary strain on infantry resources. At first light, they recross and reposition.
Tango 9-4, this is Force, Andre speaking. How many more serials to go through, Alan?
Heck, you could just make a TV show out of the Sappers. Just call the show Sappers, and you're done. And then you get just whatever. Oh, that's a that's a little sucker spot.
contact. We're out. Take cover. Get back here! Attack! Get back! Get back! Get the hell out! Alright, right. Three pairs of blocks to the saw, Major.
That dude literally ran in front of a freaking car.
Right, gunners have got one.
That was so casual. Oh, they got one. Those aren't real injuries.
Gauss, do a check of all rumors and charges.
It's
Yeah? Check the odds are black and that's alright.
They just push it. I know it works. It's just the idea of it's just such a simple solution that it makes me giggle every time. No need for like a big, you know, crane or like a tow truck. No, just push it out of the way.
What's happening at Black Pig?
Well, there's a heliborne attack on Black Pig, but that was repelled, and the covering force are holding them along the 80 easting.
And I swear, if they keep up with this character development, I'm gonna start going attached to characters.
Gut, weiter. Führerschein, Fahrzeugschein.
Sir, convoy, scale, let's move.
Hier, los weiter. Dali, Dali.
I'm invested in this story. I'm invested. I'm invested.
Car! What the hell do you think you're doing? Hey! Hey! What? Yes! What? What? Hello, India 4-1. India 4, this is India 4-2.
Story arcs. Story arcs.
Moving down the road towards your location. Stop this car. There are two males. I believe the D-bed was tampered with the circuit. Over.
Roger up. Let's hit 4-1's quick off the mark and stops him.
Hello, 2, this is 9-4. Due to possible sabotage attempt, stateboard may have been lost on spring tide. Being checked now, over.
Why did you let the car stop on the bridge, Keegan?
Sir, I had no chance. Sir, do I have to go to the bridge and check it myself?
Yes, it was not a good search. I want to know how somebody got at those cables.
Did you put that horizontal ring main in? Yeah. Right, it's wrong. It should be on the other side, underneath the handrail, where no one can see it. Now, you've got 10 minutes to get it right. Move. Here's on, Barney.
This is great.
Sir, I'm Corporal Courage to IC.
Corporal Fearon, you are now firing party commander. You must stay here in this headquarters at all times. I can't afford to lose another firing party commander.
This is India 4-3. We have an unidentified packet of suspect vehicles believed to be a lost Bundeswehr unit, causing some confusion at the checkpoint. Over.
we have to go over the bridge to join our unit.
Who are you? Which regiment are you from?
2nd Company, 11th Regiment.
And where are you going to?
Osnabrück.
Ah, you with the skins last night. Okay, fine. So get out of it quickly. Move away. There's more tanks coming through here. You know, India 4, Tango 94 Alpha. What elements of the German...
Sir, the gate saying that leading elements of 212 Motor Rifle Regiment are now on the 7-3 Eastern.
On the 7-3, you see?
Can we? Is there like another reality show like this? I would love one of these, or not reality, but like, you know. Actually, yeah, there is. It's called Stargate. It's called Stargate. Stargate, Hogan's Heroes, Dad's Army. Ah, yes. Back in the day when cameras could not be filmed in the dark, period.
Hello 2, this is 9-4, spring tide now under heavy bombardment, over.
4, Roger out to you, hello, 49 Foxtrot, this is 4, acknowledge, over.
I can't see shit.
Tango 2-1 Bravo! 2-1 Bravo, good skin. Call sign 2-4. 2 vehicles behind us, 1 being pulled by an ARV. I can't go through!
So India 4, this is Tango 94 Alpha, serial 3, just past the my location. Over.
Russ, I'm a bit worried about the charges on the bridge. When was the last time you checked them? Check them again now, and then report straight back
Hello,
to me.
Charlie 4, this is 4, enemy heliborne landing now confirmed, grid 625 and 995, 2 hips supported by 3 hind, over.
Sir, 1 Kings have just told
Christ, that's a
the
force.
broken up by artillery fire. Remnants possibly up to 2 platoons strong, heading in this direction.
Hello, Charlie 4, this is 4. Formation to our south, report remnants of enemy heliborne company, possibly 2 platoons, strong, heading towards our location from the southwest. Stay alert, over.
Hey, star shells. God, those are cool too. Sorry, so much of this stuff is just so cool. Oh, they were so polite waiting for everyone else to pass. How polite.
Roger, Dalek now, over.
Dalek?
Dalek now, sir.
State 1, State 2. Corporal Fearon, bring your form over. Dalek now.
Hotel 0.
Zero, this is 4, Dalek now. 0, Dalek now. 4, Dalek now, out.
That is a 10.5.
Russ, take it to serial 6 now.
It really is like a whole movie. It's a whole ass movie.
Sir, enemy tabs under the bridge.
Guys, 06 complete.
Serial 6, right. Bridge now, stay 2, sir.
Send Dalek complete. Send Dalek complete to 0.
Hello 2, this is 9-4, Dalek complete, over. 9-4, Poseidon now, over. 9-4, Roger, Poseidon now, over.
4, Dalek complete now, and...
Right.
Hello, 0, this is 4, Poseidon now, over.
Hello 4, this is 4-3. Tango 6-2's moving through my location at speed, and I can hear, by saying it, I can hear enemy armour moving in the forward edge of the village. Over.
Wait, did they just loop footage? No, no, they got different footage.
Doesn't that mean you can blow it if it's about to be captured?
That's exactly what it means.
Look at him go! It's a new one.
Zulu India 49, this is 4. As soon as that last packet moves through you, get back across the side as soon as possible.
He's just in a corner now.
Hello, Tango 3-4, this is 4, pull back now, over.
I get it, because he's in a diving suit. That's cute. Oh, I love him.
The enemy appear to be making a break point, break tide. Over.
Hello India 4-2, this is 4. Move back and report when clear, over.
I didn't think we'd get a whole ass movie today. Damn.
Hello Charlie 4, this is 4. Firing in 1 minute, firing in 1 minute, over.
Intend to play the bridge now. Blow it.
Russ, fire it now and leg it.
Leg it.
Roger, we'll fire Zulu Tango 1739. When's this thing gonna blow?
All up to the safety views now, sir.
And it never happened. That was kind of a cool transition, actually.
Guard commander, frequently performed under the constraints and discomfort of NBC conditions, with a constant threat of electronic jamming disrupting communications, and the mental stress of a decision which could mean abandoning friendly units without hope of rescue. It is, of course, only a specialized application of the normal principles of defense, but it calls for a greater dexterity in the use and coordination of military skills than perhaps any other task that might fall to a combat team commander.
Demolition successful, including the abutment. 60 meter gate. Approach road straight as advised. Over. Well done. Up.
What a good film! What a great film! I love films like that. I really do actually love films like that. They're really fun to watch. Like I could always scavenge up some like war footage pretty easy, but that's, you can't have as much fun with that. It's a lot more serious because it's you know, actual film, so it's hard to, you know, be fun with it. But those films are like always really fun because it's all play, you know, it's all act, or like, well, it's all training stuff basically. Gotta save that playlist. There's like we completed 4 out of 20 films. Oh my god, amazing. All right, now we're gonna call it. All right, now we're gonna call it. We watched a whole extra film. A whole extra film. That was great. That was a good time. Love that. More soon, TM, probably. Whenever we pull up ducks or something. Right. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Remember to, you know, hit that like and subscribe. I know I'm making fun of it, but seriously, do. It helps. It helps out a lot. So please do. Right. Well then, until next time, right? See you around.